Hello everyone, it's Julie Heinrich, Marketing and New Business Development Manager for CTSI, back here on another beautiful Tuesday with our new series, All About It, or All About IT. It's really the way you want to look at it. So last month, I talked a lot about how an MSP can be your Yoda, even had some fun little props for you guys. This month, I thought I'd put the metaphors aside and actually just have a sit-down conversation with one of our owners. So with me today, I have Michael Vaught, our Chief Revenue Officer and one of the owners. So, Michael, welcome to the series.
Thank you for having me.
So, I've got a couple questions for you. Hopefully nothing too scary, but just kind of, first of all, would you just tell me your background, how you got started, how you got into the IT industry?
Sure. So, I've got an MIS degree. Right out of college, I worked for a global bank doing IT services for the bank. I was recruited to do some project management work for a systems integration company based out of St. Paul, Minnesota. I did that for 4 years, and they had an ownership change, so I called CTSI and applied for a technician's position with them, and luckily enough, they hired me, and it was the best thing that's ever happened to me as far as my career goes. I've been with the company over 21 years, and initially I assumed I would be a technician and continue down the technical path, and they asked me to move over into consulting and give that a run, and the rest is history. And I've been doing consulting work and developing and managing their sales and marketing team for the last 20 years.
Very nice. So when they asked you to do consulting, what about it was appealing? Because you said you wanted to do just more the technician route, or originally that's what you thought, so what?
Well, it was terrifying. I didn't know what to expect, maybe the better answer. But what drew me to the position and what really inspired me was my ability to work closer with clients and get to know them on a personal level, get to be a part of the success of their business, the success of their lives. And that, to this day, is what really drives me each day to succeed and to help the people we serve.
Okay, so then you started doing consulting. So how did that, I guess, what was your path then to where you are now? So now you're Chief Revenue Officer, you're one of our owners. Talk to me a little bit about what that looked like.
Several years after I joined the consulting team, I was elevated to director of our sales, marketing, and new business development team. The company's grown over the last 20 years significantly. So with that, we've had to grow our sales and marketing staff. Several years ago, me and 3 other gentlemen had the opportunity to buy CTSI from our two founders, David Backham and Craig Alley. We took advantage of that, and it helped our staff transition into new leadership seamlessly because we had all been with the company for many years and been in leadership roles for many years. And then this last year, I was moved into the Chief Revenue Officer role to just kind of oversee revenue for the business and then help grow multiple markets within our organization.
Okay, very good. So when you had that opportunity to become, I guess, an owner and take it from our, or not take it, but acquire it from our founders, what was a big factor for you as far as why you wanted to make that decision, or why you wanted to become part of the ownership team?
It's an easy answer, the people. I don't know that I'd have taken the risk and the challenges that come with a transition like that had I not known the outstanding group of people that we have within the walls of our business and that I've had the extraordinary pleasure of working with for 20 plus years. So that was without a doubt the number one leading factor in making that decision, was just a great opportunity to continue to work with a tremendous group of people.
Well, I have to say I do agree with you as far as the transition goes. Definitely from my chair, it was very seamless, and I think all of you have done just a fantastic job with the company, and all the way from our founders, but to where we are now too. So very happy that you decided to.
Thank you. It's easy when you got great people around you.
Well, good. All right. So kind of wanted to talk a little bit to you, because you've got so much, knowledge and experience from not just the IT industry, but with managed services. I know you were a big part of CTSI moving to that model. So what did that look like? What benefits did you see from, we were previously break fix. So then what did you see the path to managed services to be?
About 15, 16 years ago, we've seen a transition in the IT service world of IT companies like ours moving from that break-fix model, business model, to a managed service model. A lot of it was driven by the technology that was being developed and created out of the box. A lot of this new technology had the ability to be monitored from a distance, and from everything from health to performance, to cyber threats. So with that ability to monitor and proactively manage networks, the managed service business model was creating a better experience for our clients. It was giving us the ability to provide better services, more accurate services. Prior to the managed service shift, it was something broke, we did our best to get out and get it fixed as quickly as we could. So we were trying to eliminate downtime. With the ability to manage a network and monitor a network proactively, you can guarantee uptime in a lot of cases, or at least do the very best you can to maintain the highest level of uptime. So that was kind of the key driver in our transition.
Yeah, I like that. I'm assuming because we were one of the early adopters, were there a lot of hiccups and kind of
we stubbed our toe plenty of times. We're probably in our third or fourth evolution of our managed services offerings, and that'll continue to change because the world changes every day within our industry. But absolutely, we learned from mistakes, and we gained knowledge from peers and peer groups that we were a part of, and we just try to, just like anything, you try to absorb knowledge every route you can and from every source you can. And I think that's one of the things we do really well at CTSI is we understand we're very humble, and we know that how we do things today may not be how we do things tomorrow. And we are extremely focused on our customers' experience and our ability to service them the very best we can. So we have to continue to learn. We have to continue to have the ability to pivot when needed in regards to technology or services that we offer. And we take a lot of pride in that.
Yeah, like that. So, how have you seen the IT industry grow and change? I know managed services was a big one, but there are other things that you've just seen, or maybe that you never would have thought we would be using this kind of solution or doing these kinds of things, and here we are. Or?
Well, in recent years, obviously the biggest challenge you have is cybersecurity. I mean, threats they're everywhere and they're often, and you've just got to be diligent in what tools and tool sets and the abilities you have to fight that, to manage that, to minimize the risk. The most recent change within our world is AI.
Yeah.
So if I were to answer your question, what would I didn't think it was going to come this fast. AI is coming at a rate that we didn't expect, or certainly I didn't. But it's something that we're all learning on how we can utilize it to provide better services, to improve our businesses, and to improve our processes. And I think that's a learning curve that we're all going to be challenged to face in years to come.
So you would say that there's still much to be learned about AI and kind
Absolutely.
of
Yeah.
figure out. Or...
Yeah, I think we've just now seen the first iteration of this at a level that exposes or provides exposure to all MSPs, and we're learning fast, and our vendors are positioning it with all their solutions, so it's something that we're going to have to stay ahead of. We're going to understand it and understand how it serves our clients better.
Yeah, it's kind of what you were talking about, is constantly changing and growing. So I guess we'll see what's next. You never can tell, I don't think. But so what would you say kind of talked about, business challenges. What would you say a big one is? And this can be IT related or just in general, but as a business owner, what would be a big challenge that you're facing right now?
I mean, the economy. We're in an election year, so that can have an impact on our businesses and how they perform. How we're serviced by our government. So it's probably the top of mind for me now in my role. I feel like I need to really understand the economies that we serve in the markets that we serve and how they're being affected by anything and everything from elections to pandemics to anything like that we've all kind of had to learn from here recently. But I'd say the economy is the number one thing that I'm trying to understand and stay ahead of.
Yeah, makes sense. What would you say, I guess, what's the biggest threat? Like cybersecurity related or just in general, or is that too broad of a question? Is there multiple?
It is a broad question. I mean, and to give you a easy answer, it's cybersecurity threats that are out there. The biggest challenge in regards to that, a lot of times, is just encouraging our clients to adequately train their staff on the do's and don'ts of being a part of an internet-based, business or the businesses that use tools outside of their network and email, those kind of things, websites. We try to do the best we can to encourage our clients to provide the best training. We provide that to them in regards to cybersecurity training. Luckily, some of the verticals that we operate in they're required to have cybersecurity training. That's a benefit to us because that in those cases, we know they're getting trained. The challenge beyond that is just keeping the content current and make sure that we all understand what we need to be training all ourselves and our staff on to protect our business.
Yep. We've kind of talked a little bit about AI and how that's probably going to change some things of how we do business. Would there be anything else that you can think of from a technology standpoint that you've seen or that has started to come up that we're going to start using more, or it's going to really change? So, kind of like how the pandemic changed a lot of how we do business and how we work. Is there anything else like that you see?
From a technology perspective, we have to continue to evaluate the tools that we use every day. With the evolution of threats, there has to be an evolution of tools. And the tools that we're using today may very well not be the tools we use tomorrow, depending on the threats and how they're developing and evolving. The other challenge, non-technical related, is just finding good people. It's the market's challenging right now, and we're constantly trying to find good people that fit our culture and fit the direction we're heading. And we're constantly looking for good quality, talented individuals, and just like everybody is. So that's the challenge. We're all looking for good folks, and as we grow and as we develop, that will always be a challenge for us. And, we feel like we've got a great offering for people either new to the workforce or already in the workforce. I believe wholeheartedly in our culture. It's very employee centric. And we get a lot of satisfaction out of seeing our employees grow and develop, and we're a family-focused company, so if you know of any good people, send them our way.
I have to agree. I definitely have felt just the culture of CTSI, and it's a big part of, I think, why I'm where I'm at today. And so I love that you guys are very protective of it as well. And we're we want to make sure that we find the right fit when we hire. So I love that you guys continue to stick to that. For businesses, what's a we've talked about the challenges, we've talked about what's going on in IT. So what's the benefit of partnering with CTSI from your standpoint? Like, what's your opinion on?
I think the benefit is the expertise we bring to the table and bring to your business. We want to be a partner within your business. We want we want our clients to look at us as the IT expert and in the room, and we want to provide exceptional services so that they can concentrate on developing and growing their business, and IT is something that they trust us to maintain and help them manage. And for some of the other organizations that have an IT staff, we believe that by partnering with CTSI, we can provide expert level support to your IT staff. We can provide expert level tool management to your IT staff, the tools that we're going to implement inside your environment. We've got the staff to help maintain, provide best practices on those tools, so that even in that case, your IT staff can focus on what they need to focus on to help you grow your business. So we feel like we've got a very strong offering to just about any size business, and it always circles back to the people. We've just got an outstanding staff, and I take a lot of pride in the people that I get to team with every day, and seeing them develop and provide the exceptional service that they do for our clients. It's an easy conversation to have with someone that's new to CTSI, and helping them understand what we can do to help them.
Yeah. So what has CTSI meant to you personally, professionally? Being there for, I think it's 21 years, so it's quite a journey.
Yeah.
Sure, it's changed a lot.
Yeah. Well, CTSI, like I said earlier, it's the best move I've made as far as career goes. But again, it goes back to that culture that we've been able to develop, the ability to watch teammates grow and watch a company grow, and there's folks within our organization that I've known for 20 years and are still around. And, I've seen them enter their career, and now they're at management level now, and I've got to see them develop professionally. I've got to see them grow their families, create families, and there's no value on that. It's just an incredible return on your time, and it's been my home for 21 years, and if they'll keep me, I'd like to be there for another 20. Maybe not 20, but I'd like to retire at some point. But
Right.
no, it's home and it's family.
Yeah. All right. Well, I wanted to just ask you, do you have anything else you wanted to say or talk about? I know I've kind of just asked a lot of questions, but I really wanted to get, from your position, from not just from being an owner, but also just having all this experience with all the things that we do and that we've done. I feel like this has been very valuable, because I can talk all day about being an MSP, but I feel like you've lived it. So just giving you the floor if there's anything else you wanted to discuss.
Well, first off, thank you for doing this. You do an outstanding job for our company, and we, through your efforts and multiple platforms and multiple initiatives, you have been a key to our growth over the last 12 years, and we couldn't have done it without you.
Well, thank you.
If I was going to leave anything, I'd leave with that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Well, that's it for this month. So I want to thank Michael Vaught for joining me and answering all of my questions. As far as, what next month looks like, we'll have another guest. As a reminder, as we wrap up, if there's anything that you guys want to learn about, want me to talk about, want me to have a guest on for, please comment below. You can also email us at marketing@ctsinet.com. I would also love for you to subscribe to this series. We post once a month, the first Tuesday of every month. So that will have all of the updates. And other than that, that's really all I have. Thank you again, Michael. I always learn so much from you. Being with CTSI for almost 12 years, I just feel like a big part of my growth has been because of you and because of the lessons that you've taught me and just the support that you've given me. So I really want to thank you and thank you for being here. So that's it for me. I will see you guys next month. I'm Julie Heinrich and I am all about it.